Good afternoon, Dr. Ramos. Good afternoon, classmates. My name is Cristina Divina Manuel. For today's video, I'll be answering two questions for a final exam. Yay! So, the first question is, how best do you support yourself, co-teacher, and student voices concerning geography education to be diverse, inclusive, thoughtful, careful, and informed? So, geography captures the imagination. It stimulates curiosity about the world and the world's diverse inhabitants and places, as well as about the local, regional, and global issues. By understanding our place in this world, humans can overcome ethnocentrism. Geography focuses its attention on exciting and interesting things, on fascinating people and places, and on things worth knowing, thus letting us humans become better informed and therefore makes us or helps us make wiser decisions. Geography today has great value in the modern world. As the interconnectedness of the world accelerates, the practical need for geographic knowledge becomes more critical. So, I would like to set a similar example to this. For example, just like a doctor who treats diseases without understanding the environment in which the diseases thrive and spread, or a manufacturer who is ignorant of the world market and resources, or even just a simple regular postal worker who cannot distinguish Philippines and Indonesia. So, what would happen? It would be chaotic, right? So, with a strong grasp of geography, people are better equipped to solve issues at not only the local level but also the global level as well. Geography draws from across the physical, cultural, economic, and political spheres. Through geography, we learn to appreciate the diversity of landscapes, people, and cultures. When we talk also about geography as a subject, definitely we're going to talk about sensitive and political issues that has relation to geography. For example, the borders. And by talking about the borders, we can also talk about politics and how politics plays a great role to it. As educator, we should not be biased with the information that we have, and we must be very careful and accurate on how we share our facts. Let us not promote hate, but more on understanding of our differences in relation to geography. Let us also be sensitive of our students' cultural background and beliefs. As educator, I believe it is our lifelong pursuit to continue or to further our education and to not stop learning. I feel like I have the responsibility to share my knowledge in the most accurate and factual way possible, and I would encourage my colleagues and my other co-teachers to make use of the available tools and use different approaches in teaching geography as a discipline or as a subject. By doing that, we'll be able to hopefully with those strategies and tools that we have, we'll be able to draw interest, and hopefully the students or the ones who will be receiving the knowledge will greatly or immensely appreciate the subject. Lastly, there are many benefits that we can highlight and we can share on the importance of studying geography. It could be in the economic side, in intellectually by learning how to read maps, culturally, promoting cultural awareness, even socially, promoting global citizenship or brotherhood or sympathy to others, and so on and so forth. Lastly, I will end my answer by saying that people everywhere need to know about the nature of their world and their place in it. So that would be all for the first question, and let's now proceed to the second question. Second question is, how this subject helps me become equipped and well-informed educator in analyzing spatial or geographic data and understand in context the relationship between human and its environment. The subject helped me become an equipped and well-informed educator because through this subject I was able to learn how to navigate or operate the QGIS software and Google Earth Pro, which I learned for the first time here in this subject. I have also been able to appreciate that through that software I was able to create a map, and by that I was also introduced to land use planning, wherein I understand that of course we can utilize our resources, but there's um, there's a precaution or there's a caution that we should not compromise our environment. I also learned the importance of zoning and why humans must be involved in this process. I have also learned the changing patterns in our landscapes brought to us by natural and man-made disasters that affect us humans, and the changing patterns of places in that we can see in our maps. And I was able to see that, and I was able to see that pattern on how it came to be, and through that I was able to unravel their meaning through through our lessons. I also appreciate geography's continuing quest to understand the physical and cultural features of places and their natural setting on the surface of Earth. From the subject, I develop an interest to gain geographic understanding. And for example, today I now knew the hazard prone areas in my municipality, and I know now why is it identified as a hazard prone area, and how it affected the agricultural sector in my municipality. By understanding spatial patterns and processes, it tells us people how we should live on Earth, and a fully developed geographic perspective helps us, me as an educator, um, integrate both spatial and ecological points of view, as well as a consideration of other related perspectives that can be useful in understanding and interpreting the world. Another power and beauty of geography that I feel like equipped me as an educator, because it allows me to see and understand and appreciate the web relationships between people and between people, places, and environments at that everyday level. For example, a geographically informed person can appreciate the location and dynamics of street vendors and pedestrian traffic, or fast food outlets and automobile traffic, the routing strategies of school buses in urban areas and of backpackers in wilderness areas, the lawn use strategies of farmers and of real estate developers. So those are the things that I've mentioned that I feel like, as someone who studies geography, or for me as an educator, will help me um, appreciative on in analyzing spatial geographic data, and of course understanding the conflicts between human and its environment. So that would be all. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.